morning, my dear students, class 9 English version students. I hope everyone is okay and also fine. I am Taslimatul Nahar, your biology teacher. In the previous Zoom class, I am also going to start our new chapter. Here's the new chapter is the concept of biology. Here's the concept of biology. In the previous class, I have also explained you that lessons 1 and 1.2. Here's the lessons 1 and 1.2. I am also giving you the physical biology and also the applied biology. Here's the physical biology. We have also know about there are 11 categories. Here's the 11 categories and the applied biology. There are also the 17 categories of the concept of biology. Now, my dear students, today I will just select about the lesson 1.3. Here's the lesson 1.3. It's also another concept of biology topics. The concept of biology topics, the classification of living things. Here's the classification of living things. The page number is 6. Now, I am also giving you the short briefly the classification of living beings. About 4 million different plant species and 13 million of animal species. Please underline. The total plant species are the 13 millions of animal species and the plant species are about the 4 millions have been named and described till today. This number is not yet final because the more and more new species are being added to it almost every day. It is assumed that the number will reach 1 crore in future when the description of all the organisms will be ended. A large number of organisms are needed to be grouped systematically to know, understand and learn them in easy manner. Many years back, natural scientists felt the necessity of classifying living world following a natural system. From this necessity, a distinct branch of biology, taxonomy, had emerged. Have you any idea about the taxonomy? In the previous class, the basically physical biology, we have also explained about the taxonomy. Here's the taxonomy. There are 7 categories: plant, animal, etc., etc. The main aim of classification is to know the vast and diverse living world accurately and classify them quickly and easily. Now, a great scientist, the Carolus Linnaeus, the contribution of Swedish naturalist Carolus Linnaeus in the field of taxonomy is worth mentioning. In 1735, he received his doctoral degrees in medicine from the University of Uppsala. The pronunciation is the Uppsala, not Uppsala. And in 1741, he was appointed professor of anatomy in the same university. And it was the main field of his intense interest of classifying organisms from his botanical and geological observations that he assembled from his many expeditions. He classified living world into 2 kingdoms. Here's the 2 kingdoms, the basic kingdoms, the plant and animal. Now, what's the aim of classification and what is importance? The aim of classification is to acquire knowledge of the groups and subgroups of organisms to maintain documentation of the accumulated information systematically, to present the knowledge concisely and to take steps to identify the organisms and the conscious of converts to useful organisms for the well-being of the living world. Now, our living world, I am going to the next topic, the living world. Here's the living world. There are the one structure, page number 7, the living world. Please see the books, the 7. Living world, super kingdom 1 and the super kingdom 2. Here's the super kingdom 1, that means the prokaryota. Karyota. Prokaryota, the Latin words, the another name is the nucleus. Now, another superkingdom is the Prokaryota and the Eukaryota. So, we have also known about that there are superkingdom two. One is the Prokaryota and second is the Eukaryota. Now, superkingdom 1, Prokaryota, there have only one kingdom. Yes, the one kingdom is the kingdom Monera. And superkingdom 2, Eukaryota. Kingdom 2, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. Now, my dear students, here I am going to start the living world. From the time of Carolus Linnaeus up to the middle of the 20th century, living organisms were classified one of the two kingdoms, animals and plants. With the progress of science on the basis of data collected from time to time, for instance, the types of DNA or RNA in a cell, most important genetic structure. Here's the structure. It's situated the nucleus and also the chromosome and the DNA. The DNA meaning is the deoxyribonucleic acid and RNA is the ribonucleic acid. Now, features and numbers of cell in a living body and mode of nutrition that a cell adopts. A 5 kingdom classification was proposed by, please, again another scientist, R.H. Whittaker, underline the R.H. Whittaker in 1969. Then Margulis introduced a modified and expanded from the Whittaker's classification in 1974. So, we have also known about the two scientists, the famous two scientists. One is the R.H. Whittaker and second is the Margulis. Now, she divided the whole living world into two super kingdoms and grouped the 5 kingdoms. Here's the super kingdoms, the 5 kingdoms under these two super kingdoms. Again, my dear students, I am also repeat, here's also the two super kingdoms. One kingdom is the super kingdom 1, Prokaryota. Here's also the only one kingdom, the Monera. And the next, the super kingdom 2, Eukaryota. There are also the Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. Another kingdom. There are also the 4 kingdoms. So, we are also now the super kingdom 1 and super kingdom 2. My dear students, today I have also explained the super kingdom 1. Here's the super kingdom 1 is also the Prokaryota. Please see the books. I am also explained today because it's also introduced class only. Today I have also introduced about the concept of biology. Now, the kingdom, super kingdom 1, Prokaryota. These are primitive prokaryotic living on no structure distinct nucleus. When nucleus is not only the well matured, the another word is the Prokaryota. Karyota means nucleus and pro means primary. Now, and the macroscopic unicellular organisms. Here's the macroscopic unicellular organisms. Examples: bacteria, blue-green algae, etc., etc. Now, my dear students, I have also explained the next structure. First structure, kingdom Monera. Characteristics. Now, I am going to explain about the characteristics of the first kingdom. One is the Monera. Now, there are mostly unicellular filamentous. Filament is the constituted by vertically connected cells one after another. So, it's the another word is the meaning is the filaments or colonial. Have you any idea about the colonial? When the many species, one species basically, one species when they are stayed together, the another word is the colonial. Now, though chromatin material is present, there is no nuclear membrane or nucleolus in their cells. So, we have also know there, if there is also the chromatin, again I am also repeat, though chromatin material is present, there is no nuclear membrane or nucleolus. Two structure. One is the nuclear membrane, the round of the nucleus. This structure is the nuclear membrane. When also the pin-shaped structure, this structure is the nucleolus. Now, my dear students, no plastids. So, no plastids, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticuli are there. But ribosome is present because ribosome is the main structure of made by protein. So, ribosome is present but no any cell structure, basically mitochondria, centrosome, plastid, it's no stay there. The cell divides through a process of binary fission. Binary, that means two. When one cellular is divided, one cell structure, not cellular. When one cell structure is divided from two, the another word is the binary fission. So, my dear students, we have also understand the word of the binary fission. The cell divides through a process of binary fission. Their chief mode of nutrition is absorption, though some of them produce food through photosynthesis. So, my dear students, today I have also explained the super kingdom 1, the prokaryota. Here's the prokaryota, there are also one kingdom. There is also the one kingdom is the kingdom Monera. Now, my dear students, I have also explained the super kingdom 2. Here's the super kingdom 2. First kingdom is the protista. So, my dear students, today I have also explained that another kingdom is the protista. Please everyone see the books. Here's the kingdom protista. These are eukaryotic, well-structured nucleus, unicellular or multicellular, and live individually or in a colonial form. Now, kingdom 2, protista. Characteristics. They are unicellular or multicellular. The another word is the multicellular, and unicellular is 1, multicellular is 2, 4, 5, 6, etc. etc. Individual, colonial or filamentous, and the nuclei in their cells are well structured. Their cells contain nuclear materials covered by a nuclear membrane. So, it's also the important hints. Here's also the nuclear membrane. So, it's also stated the eukaryota. Now, in the chromatin material, there is DNA, RNA, and protein. All types of cell organelles are present. Their modes of nutrition are absorption, ingestion, or photosynthesis. They accomplish their asexual and sexual reproduction by the process of mitosis and the conjugation. Yes, the conjugation is the very important structure of the reproduction topics. Yes, the conjugation, union of two gametes which are structurally similar but biologically different. Here's also the two gametes, one is the positive side and another is the negative side, and we have also explained and known about the conjugation. Please everyone underline the word is the conjugation. No embryo is developed in them. Examples, here is also the structure is the amoeba. We have also know the structure of amoeba, paramecium and the algae, diatom, spirogera, etc. Here's the diatom, spirogera, etc. They are also the structure of the algae. Now, my dear students, because today it's also the first class and also it's also running and learning. So I have just finished today our class. Goodbye. I am Taslimatul Nahar. Again, I am also giving you the next structure, next topics, basically kingdom 3, fungi, plenty, animalia. Here's our lesson 1.3. Here's the 1.3 is the classification of living beings. That's all. Goodbye.